So I have 12:05, so we'll go ahead and get started. We'll make our way down to the ground. Hopefully you have a good little sweat, good body warm-up going. If not, we'll take a second here and establish that. So we're going to get down to a plank position. I want you to get those feet about shoulder width apart. So we're going to focus on pulling that belly button in and bracing that core. At the same time, we're going to work to press those hands and arms away from us. All right, create tension through that body. Push those heels away, working on extending those legs. So you're getting pulled on all four limbs here. Keeping those abs nice and tight. We're going to push back to that downward dog. Get a quick release. And we're going to come right back into it. Pull those abs in as tight as can be. Push those arms into the ground, those heels away. Establish a good strong core. I want you to think about like you're trying to fold the ground in half here between those hands and those feet. And go ahead and relax. So core's activated, right? We got some blood flow, we got some brain flow, we got some neuromuscular response going in there, so we're set and ready to do some ab work. So game plans today, we're going to do a little bit of an inverse relationship. We're going to have a pair of movements. All right, now one movement we're going to start at 10 reps. Every round we're going to decrease by 1, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way down to 1. And our partner movement is going to start at 1 rep and move all the way to 10. How does that look like? All right, so first we're going to have sit-ups and a Russian twist, okay? So it means we're going to do 10 sit-ups. We're going to do 1 Russian twist, 1 to each side. Then we're going to do 9 sit-ups, 2 Russian twists to each side. Then we're going to do 8, 3, 7, 4, etc., all the way down until 1 sit-up and 10 Russian twists per side. Okay? So it should take about 3 minutes, give or take. I want you to move at your own pace. If you do get lost, follow along with me. After you do kind of the first set, it should kind of make sense. If you worry about getting lost, don't worry. We'll all wrap up at the same time. If you want to just think about doing 3 minutes of work, do 3 minutes of work. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. What we're looking for on our sit-ups are laying down our back. You can put those legs straight. You can put those feet flat. You can do butterfly, anything you would like. But we're going to sit all the way up, and we're going to go to 10. All right? I want you to really focusing on coming down softly. I know we do a lot of contraction work. That means coming up against gravity. But I do want you to focus on being controlled and coming down nice and softly as gravity pulls us down. We're going to do 8. There's 9, one last one. Into 10. Then we're going to go for those Russian twists. Just 1 to each way. And we're back to sit-ups for our 9. Alright, so that's how it's going to work. We're going to take 1 off of our sit-ups. We're going to add 1 onto our Russian twist each round until we get, 55 of each. Sounds fun and exciting, right? Last one here. There's 9. Then we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2 on the twist. All right, you with me so far? We are down to 8. All right, so it's a bit of a mental workout as well. You got to really focus on what number we're on. Of course, as always, I want you to feel free to take a break, take a rest, slow down, speed up whenever you need to. There's 8. We're on 3. And if you ever do get confused, everything will always add up to 11. Alright, so 10 and 1, 9 and 2, 8 and 3, 7 and 4. Always add to 11. If you do get lost, what the pairings are, that's what that is. Alright, so if you do finish before I do, congratulations, you're a superstar. You can either work your way back down the ladder, hold a plank, anything, or take a rest. Always an option. So I'm knocking out my 4 twists. And we're going to go into the 6th sit-up. So once we kind of get past that 7 marker, that's really kind of the halfway point of those reps and rounds. And it's just going to get easier as we go down. The other one will increase, but that's okay because we've got some good momentum going through. Ooh. All right. Some things start to switch when it gets at 5 and 6. I want you to keep pushing here, folks. Be strong. Well, of course, on those Russian twists, making sure that we're getting all the way around. That chest gets open. So I'm down to 4 on my sit-ups. Almost like you want to pick up the pace there, right? 7 twists. All right. We're getting there. 3s. And 8. Alright, just starting to get a little hard, huh? Alright, last 2 sit-ups. And we're going to go to 9 on our twist. And the last one. And we're going to do our 10 twists. Finish up strong. Still getting all the way around on those twists. Making most of each rep. And when you get those 10, we'll take a quick break. Let those finish up. I'll show you what our next pair is. So we got a bit of those, the front of our abs, right? A little bit of obliques and those twists. Now we'll keep moving around. We're going to do a little bit of that low back and those glutes with our oh so beloved bridges. So we're going to keep the same scheme, 10 to 1, 1 to 10. First movement is going to be a glute bridge, all right, which we're down here. Heels down the ground. Lifting those hips, focus on pushing those knees forward. Get a good glute squeeze there, okay? Remember that pillar does include those hips, so those glutes and stability around those hips, hugely important, okay? Second movement is going to be a reverse crunch. We're going to be in the same position. Made it easy on you that way. All right, we're going to take those feet up off the ground. We're going to pull those knees to our chest, and then come back, okay? You're going to take those hands to the ground if you need a little extra support to bring those knees into that chest, okay? What I want you to focus on getting is those hips up off the ground, all right? If we're just kind of coming here, not really doing too much other than just working on our hip flexors. So we want to make sure that we're getting those lower abs by tucking those hips all the way under, getting those knees to that chest or as close to the chest as we can for those reverse crunches, all right? You ready for it? We're going to start with those bridges, 10 bridges, 1 reverse crunch, and you know how it works up after that. I want you to really focus on each of these reps through these bridges. Give me a very slight hold at the top of each one. Making sure that we're not just rushing through these just to get to the finish line. Right, the same amount of effort that you put in here is the same amount of progress that you'll get out of it, right? So you get out what you put in. So there's our 1 crunch. We're going to go down to our 9 of these bridges. So how spicy those Russian twists got at the end last time, right? So don't count those reverse crunches out yet. At the same rate, I want you to really fight through these bridges. Get the best quality you can in the beginning while you have it. There's our 2 on the 8. Remember everything counting up to 11. So we are on 8 and 3 if you're with me. And big squeeze at the top of each and every rep. All right, I know those reverse crunches, you're gonna have a tendency to hold your breath as you pull in. I want to make sure that you are breathing at the end of each one as well. All right, through every one of these movements. All right. All right. When we go through these bridges now on 6s, I want you to really focus on, if you kind of see it lift those heels up a little bit, that's just to help me re-engage into the ground, press down through the ground in those heels. It's going to help just get a little extra quality through those hamstrings as well. And 6 through there, and to our 5. I want you to make sure that we're looking to be nice and stable through those reverse crunches as well. I know it's going to be appealing to take the momentum from those crunches into the next one, but really focus on stabilizing with that core to help get that contraction, because that's what we're here for, right? And it's using those abs to stabilize, right? Don't let the momentum cheat you out of your reps. You're just going to have to do that many more reps. So get the quality ones and make them the best that you can make them. I think it's 4. Now we're getting into the back half of that B movement, those reverse crunches. A little bit more focus on these. Make sure that they're good. Now we're going to go to that 3 and 8 as we finish up here our second set, second pair of movements. All right. How we doing out there? Feeling good? Do have the luxury of those bridges as we get to those lower rep counts, 3s, 2s, and 1s. You can get a little bit longer hold up at the top just to put a little bit more emphasis on it as well. That's an option you have if you really want to get the most out of it. I'm on my round of 9 with these reverse crunches. And we'll do our last one. Again, if you're a little bit ahead of me, you can keep going through some reps or just hold that plank. We finish up here and get my last 10 of these reverse crunches. Making sure that we're controlling that low back, right? Trying not to let that back arch up. Right? Keep pushing down into the ground even when those legs come down. Good strong contraction as we finish up our last 5. And time. All right. A quick break, shake that out. And we're just going to do a little finisher here. We've got 1 minute or so left. We're going to do a little bit of a plank challenge. We're going to do a combination of some body saws, high and low. All right, so I want you to go ahead and get into your low plank position with those palms facing up. And we're going to shift that weight forward and back. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit. And when I say switch, we're going to go up into a high plank position. So let's go ahead and switch. And go right into the high plank position and going for the same thing. So notice my arms stay straight. My plane of my body is going in the same direction. Just kind of pivoting at those ankles. Let's switch. Back down to low. There we go. Got about 20 seconds left here. Holding those abs tight. Should be good. Intense right now. Switch. All right, the last few seconds here. Holding strong. And about 5 seconds. Count down. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, folks. That's going to do it for our abs class. Hope you enjoyed. Had a good time. Hopefully your abs are talking to you. Ready for a rest. So go ahead and get some water. Get some lunch, take a little break. You earned it. We'll be back at 2 o'clock for virtual stretch break. Hopefully we'll see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Monday.